back to the project. Decided to go for a little bike ride, clear my mind, get some exercise in. So what do we got today? Division. Who's creating it? Well, that's a topic that can go on for hours. We have our government, we have the media, social media platforms, ourselves, different groups. So who's to blame? Like, all in a nutshell. I want to say it's the mainstream media. That's who to blame for all this. When did this start? This started around 2010. Mind you, I do my research. I do it very thorough. If you're not aware of ChatGPT, you can get a lot of information from any topic you can think of. Even for recipes, ideas. Again, I'm not promoting them, just saying. If you're unsure of something, ask ChatGPT and you'll get your answer. So let me read this right quick. This is from ChatGPT. Social media has been contributing to political and social division in the US for at least a decade and a half. But its effects became especially pronounced in the early 2010s. The rise of Facebook, Twitter, now X, and YouTube as major platforms for political discourse created echo chambers where users mostly engaged with content that reinforced their existing beliefs. Now, in 2016, a presidential election, social media played a major role in spreading misinformation, political polarization, and foreign interference. The Cambridge Analytica scandal also exposed how the personal data was used to manipulate voter behavior. In 2020 and beyond, the pandemic, racial justice protests, and the 2020 election saw social media become a battleground for disinformation, censorship, debates, and political extremism, culminating in events like the January 6th Capitol riot. While social media didn't create America's divisions, it has certainly intensified them by amplifying tribalism, rewarding emotional reactions over nuanced discussion, and making it easier for misinformation to spread rapidly. Mark Zuckerberg has said a couple of times, more frequently now than ever, that the Biden administration was pushing them to, basically take out anything that had to do with Trump and to push information on them, on their administration. So if you talked about COVID and the way you felt, out of here. If you talked about Trump and how, the Biden administration was doing wrong or this, out of here. Now, if you go back to 2016, right, I was a Democrat back then. And the media was just going, hams on basically everything about Trump. Not only the government didn't want him, but the media also talked so bad about him and took everything he said out of context, and I believed it. Before that, I want to say like in the early 2000s and before, I have a lot of friends that are Republican, Democrat, Independent. Some people don't even have a party or don't care. So that doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with that, just, they don't care about politics. But a lot of people back then, if you were a Democrat and your friend was a Republican, he voted, let's say, for Bush, right? It's like, oh man, you voted for that guy? Like, come on, dude. And, he would share, I like him because of this and that, and he's strong for our country. But like, man, that guy, he just wants to go to war. He don't care. He's all about war. You had a discussion. You had a debate. It wasn't even an argument. There was no bad blood. Now, you can't say anything without someone getting pissed, without family members not talking to each other, without companies firing you, without any kind of repercussion. If you look online, you go to these social media platforms, you'll see these people losing it completely. I hope Trump dies. I hope that's what he gets. There was this one thing I seen yesterday. It was an elderly lady, probably in her early 70s. She was saying, I hope that all you Republicans or Trump supporters, that one day all you guys get diabetes and die. This is an elderly woman. You would think she's past that, like, And it was like, wow. I mean, to watch an elder lady talk like that and wish bad upon people, that's not cool at all. That is not cool one bit. Regardless of my political beliefs, I don't look down on people because of who they voted for. They're just misinformed and they believe what's out there. Because again, though I think it's the media, the mainstream media that pushed all these narratives and part of our government, social media also has contributed to it to make it worse. And again, everybody's aligning their pockets. If you see what's going on now with Trump and his organization, they're focused on making sure that our spending is done properly, where our spending is going. I mean, we want to get out of deficit, right? We want to get out of debt. We want to move forward. We want to provide for our people. And people are getting upset about that. Again, there's this example they've been using about, it's like if a bank robber robs a bank and gets caught and everyone's mad at the person who snitched on him and not the bank robber himself. Mind you, let's just say you lost your money because of this bank robber. Instead of being mad at the bank robber, everyone's mad at the guy that told on him. Like, that makes no sense. So now you have people protesting at Tesla against Elon Musk. He wasn't elected. He's not the president. That is so ridiculous and stupid. It's dumb as hell is what it is. Because all the people that work in these agencies that he's investigating weren't elected either. He's a government employee just like them who just has credentials to investigate them. They don't want none of this to get out. They don't want people to find out what they're doing. And people like ourselves, normal people that aren't involved in politics, that just, go and vote. A lot of these people are getting upset at what's happening. Why are you upset? And again, because we've been fed all this bullshit and created all this divisiveness that now people, that if you wear a Trump hat or a Trump shirt or something like that, people are going to attack you. They're going to treat you different. They might do something to your house, your car. They might kick you out of a store. I seen this one clip where a doctor did not want to help this man unless he took his Make America Great hat again. Unless he took off his hat, she wasn't going to treat him. This was a doctor, which is illegal. And that's ridiculous. Yeah, you have your MAGA supporters that, some people say are racist. I don't know if that's true, but I have seen their behavior where, it's a little inappropriate, but it's no different than the other side. Who's creating the division? I think it's everybody. Ourselves, the media, social media. I think they should just ban social media, period. Just keep YouTube. And people can have platforms to say whatever they want. TikTok and Instagram, and though they're cool, these things weren't created for what they are now. When I first got my Instagram account, it was just pictures. That's it. You were creative and you posted pictures of your work. And that was that. And now it's the total opposite. Now you have people on there committing crimes, recording themselves, baby mama drama, and God knows what. The same thing with Facebook. Facebook was a place to connect with high school friends or old friends, and that was it. Now Facebook has become a platform of bullshit. I mean, I see it on Facebook. Like, man, if you see it on Facebook or heard it on Facebook, I don't want to hear it because it's misinformation, right? Doesn't matter what they're talking about. But I think if you take away all these social media platforms, you won't have all these famous Instagram people that think they're celebrities. It'll stop a lot of things that's going on in this world, and it'll get people back to being normal, in my opinion. So just try to stay out of the drama and don't share too much to people because, they'll look at you different. But that's all I got for today. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, tell your friends, and turn on your notification bell. I'm about to get on my bike and head out a couple miles away. JMP out. Peace.